Alright, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. Isang malamig na umaga mula dito sa amin. And of course, we welcome you back to Gurong Pinoy. Tonight, we will be discussing the 20 items, general education items that were answered by the members of our Team Piaget. So sa muli po, no, isang simple reminder, kung kayo po ay member ng Team Piaget, doon po kayo manood sa ating group ng Team Piaget because of course you will be able to enjoy the full-length video in that group. Yung mga nanonood po sa ating Facebook page at also sa ating YouTube channel, your video is only short, no? So preview lang po yung ating video. So again, we invite you to become a member of Team Piaget so that you can join us whenever we answer our quiz. And of course, you can easily download all the PDF, no, yung presentations natin ginagamit sa ating discussion, as well as the video. Okay, so again, please do like this video. Mag-like na po ng ating video, share our video, tag your friends, and of course, react to this video. You can also support us by sending us your stars, of course, whenever you watch us live on Facebook, and of course, super chat, super stickers whenever you watch us on YouTube. Okay, and tonight, of course, we will be talking about general education, these 20 items that you all have answered through your quizzes. Doon po sa mga members ng ating Team Piaget. But before anything else, of course, we all start with our prayer before the start of our class. Samahan niyo po ako para sa ating prayer. We thank you, Lord, for this new day. Help us to embrace all that it may hold for us. To hear the bird song and have new melodies in our hearts. To see the sunrise and create beauty with our hands. To touch the leaves that grow afresh. And allow your love to touch our hearts. To smell the fragrance of the flowers and breathe in the wonder of your creation. To dwell on the beauty of our world and study and fathom your miracles. To enjoy the conversations we have and the lessons we go to. May we drink in all the goodness you have for us. Amen. All right, once again, this is general education, the 20 items that the members of our Team Piaget have answered this morning. Okay, so again, please do like our video. Mag-like na po kayo ng ating video. Mag-heart ng ating video. Start a watch party. Tag your friends. Share our video especially. And we will be starting in just a few minutes. Okay, good evening po sa lahat-lahat. Welcome po sa ating mga newbies, sa lahat ng mga first-timers natin. Good evening po. And of course, sa ating mga Team Thunder, sa ating mga veterano, welcome back. Good evening from Zamboanga del Sur. Si Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong pangalan. From City of Naga, Cebu, Ma Maria Jel Ragasa. Good evening po. Ayun, yung mga bago natin, welcome po. Ma'am Megan Cadelina. Si Ma'am Rhea Abukay Frasco Torrecampo. Good evening po. Welcome. Sa lahat ng ating mga newbies, welcome po. We hope you'd enjoy the first time that you're joining us. And of course, you will be coming back, no? And again, if you still are not a member of Team Piaget, magpa-member na po kayo. And of course, it's very easy to become a member. Just send us a message to our Facebook page. If you are watching us on our Facebook page right now, mag-send po kayo ng message mamaya dyan. Okay, so we start with question number 1. Okay, question number 1. We have a category of science. A group of organisms similar to one another that can interbreed is known to scientists as, is it letter A, molecules, letter B, organic cluster, letter C, genus, or letter D, species? What's the answer for number 1? Facebook user, good evening from Iloilo City. Ang akon kasi Manwa. Kasyudad. Okay, what's your answer for number one? Number one? From Tupi, South Cotabato, Sir Rogie Tuazon. Good evening po. Ma'am Danica Dimaano Ramos. From Rosario, Batangas. Good evening. From Davao City, Sir Felix Pantoja. Hello po. From Holosolu, Ma'am Nirhada Taraman, sorry. From Zamboanga Peninsula, Ma'am Jonabel Tanga. Hello po sa lahat ng ating mga kaguro sa iba't ibang panig, no? Sa iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas at meron din tayo, of course, international. Okay, number one, what's your answer? Again, if you have a group of organisms similar to one another and that they can interbreed, ito yung pinaka-hint mo dito, they can interbreed. This is known as, what's your answer for number one? Okay, I see these. From Mandahilag, Talisayan, Misamis Oriental. First time ko po ito manood ng live nyo. Thank you for sharing your knowledge to us. That's coming from Ma'am Yadni Estanyol Fabre. Good evening po. Welcome sa mga first-timers. From the City of Love din. Si Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong name. From Lake Cebu, South Cotabato, Ma'am Wency or Sir Wency de la Gente. Good evening po. Okay, letter D, ang karamihang choice ninyo, no? So going back to our question, group of organisms similar to one another that can interbreed is known as letter A, molecules, letter B, organic cluster, letter C, genus, or letter D, species. The correct choice here, of course, would be letter D, species. Okay, species is the correct choice. Justin PH, good evening po, first timer. All right, now, of course, when you say molecules, this is, or molecules are combination of the different elements, no? So, pag meron kang element, of course, is the form of matter, classification of matter that cannot be broken down any further. Okay, so that's your element. If you have combinations of elements, then you'll have your molecule. And we all know from your molecule, you can form your organelles. When you say organelles, these are the tiny structures inside your cell, like the nucleus, the mitochondria, your Golgi apparatus, all these parts of your cell, no, those are your organelles. And going out, of course, you have your cell, which is the basic unit of structure and function. Paulit-ulit na ito, no, sa ating levels of organization. If you have a group of cells, then you'd call that a tissue. If you have a group of tissue, then you'd call that organ. If you have several organs working together, performing one function, then that would be your organ system, your body system. Now, of course, these different body systems would help form your organism. Now, when you say organism, this is a living thing. When you have a population, that is a group of organisms belonging to the same species. Now, when you have community, these are different types of species. Okay, then of course you have your ecosystem, which is the interaction between the living things and the non-living things of your environment. And of course, you have the biosphere, all the layers of the earth that support life. No? So that's according to your levels of organization. Now, organic cluster, when you say organic cluster in chemistry or in science, whenever you see the term organic, this simply means it has carbon. Okay, so when you say organic in chemistry, in science, this means it is carbon containing. Meron siyang carbon in its structure. Now, genus and species, on the other hand, when you have your scientific name, say scientific name ng mais mo ay Zea mays, no? Scientific name ng inyong rice is Oryza sativa. Those two words, those two names are actually your genus name and your species name. Genus name yung nauuna, no? So Oryza, for example, that would be the genus name, and sativa would be the species name. Now, going back to the question that we have here, yung pinaka-hint natin dito is that if two organisms belong to the same species, and by the way, species is both plural and singular, so again, you don't say one species, palaging one species, no? Species or species. Parehas pong tama yung pagkakapronounce, no? It's either species or species. And again, yung word na species ay pwedeng singular, pwedeng plural. So wala po tayong term na species. So even if you are just talking about one, you don't say one species, you'd always say one species. Okay, species. And so if you have two organisms and they can interbreed, that means pag sinabi mong interbreed dito, that means pwede silang magkaanak. That means that these two organisms are belonging to the same species. Okay? They belong to the same species. Kaya palagi kong sinasabi, no, ikaw at yung kambing, ikaw at ang manok, ikaw at ang aso, ikaw at ang pusa, kahit anong gawin mo, no, you can never interbreed because of course you do not belong to the same species. Only two organisms belonging to the same species can have babies, no, can interbreed. Okay, so again, letter D is the correct choice for number 1. No? Pag tama kayo, mag-like na po, mag-share ng ating video. We have so many people watching us na hindi pa po nagla-like, hindi pa po nagre-react sa ating video. I-share na po yung ating video so that we can reach out to more people. We can also help them just like you. Pag mali naman, sumigaw lamang ng awit to, pero mag-move on ka agad. Okay, this is just number 1. Marami pa po tayong items. We go to number 2. Anne will be 5 years old X years from now. How old is she now? Okay, so which equation or which terms here would represent the age of Anne now? Is it letter A, F minus X? Letter B, X minus F? Letter C, X? Letter D, F? Okay, so Anne will be F years old X years from now. How would you solve that? Okay, how would you solve how old she is right now? Andito na naman si X. Sabi ni Ma'am Michelle Steve. Okay, letter B. Thank you po for tagging your friends. Ma'am Honeylove Valdez. Again, please do like this video, share this video, start a watch party, tag your friends. Meron naman pong sound, Ma'am Ana Raquel Hama Altres. Paki-check po. Okay, letter B. I see a lot of letter Bs. Okay, A, may question mark. Ang daming letter B. Okay, now going back to the question that you have here, Anne will be F years old, X years from now. Kunwari, no, pag nilagay mo, Anne will be 15 years old. Okay, let's try to represent it with numbers. Okay, so kunwari, Anne will be 15 years old 10 years from now. Okay, so 10 years from now. That means papaano mo makukuha yung age ni Anne now. Okay, and as you can see, I am trying to subtract, subtract, no, not subtract. I am trying to subtract the age of Anne X years from now. Okay, so her age minus the number of years. Okay, so then the correct choice that you'll have here would be letter A po, no? So F minus X, the age of Anne minus the number of years, and that's how you get Anne's age right now. Okay, so letter A po ang ating choice, F minus X. That's the correct answer. Okay, so F minus X, that is the correct choice. Okay, so kunwari, 15, magiging 15 years old siya 10 years from now, and so you subtract 10 from 15, that is supposedly her age from after those number of years, and so you get her age of 5, no? So right now, and it's just 5 years old. Okay, so letter A, F minus X po ang ating tamang choice. Yung mga sumagot ng B, mag-move on na po kaagad. Okay, marami pa po tayong items. All right, number 3. How will you classify the word scram when it is preferable to say you may go now? Is it letter A, colloquialism, letter B, weak word, letter C, slang, or letter D, solecism? What is the correct choice? Ligwak. Okay, okay lang yan, no? Marami pa po tayong choice items. This is just question number 3. Okay, this is in the category of English. How would you classify the word scram? Ano yung classification ng term na scram when it is preferable to say you may go now? Is this letter A, colloquialism, letter B, weak word, letter C, slang, or letter D, solecism? Okay, so kung itatranslate mo ito sa Tagalog, no, paano mo i-classify yung term na lumayas ka? Okay, layas. kung pupwede mo namang sabihin na pupwede ka nang umalis, no? Imbes na sabihin mo sa isang tao na pupwede ka nang umalis, yung sinasabi mo ay layas, sibat. Okay, so that's the meaning of the term scram. So how would you classify that word then? Is this letter A, colloquialism, letter B, weak word, letter C, slang, or letter D, solecism? Okay, a lot of you are answering letter C. And letter C, slang here is the correct choice. Okay, so slang po ang ating tamang choice for this number. Okay, so letter C, slang, is correct. Now, when you say slang, this is a type of language that consists of words and phrases that are regarded as very informal, are more common in speech than writing, and are typically restricted to a particular context or group of people. In other words, pag ito ay nasa Filipino, yung slang po would be balbal. Okay? So, pinakamababang uri na siya ng wika, no? Balbal. Yung ermat, erpat, no? Yosi, kung ano-ano pang mga terms ang ginagamit, no? So, lengguaheng pangkalye. So, that's your slang, no? So, again, that's balbal. Pinakamababang antas ng wika. Now, when you say colloquialism, a level above slang siya, no? Although it is also not formal, it is not used in literary works, it's typically one used in ordinary or familiar conversation. Pero hindi siya ganun kababa sa antas, no? Hindi siya ganun kababa katulad ng antas ng balbal or ng slang. Now, examples of this was when you say life short, or when pop, soda, and coke can all mean the same thing. Okay? So, pwedeng gumamit ka ng ibang terms, iba-iba yung terms na ginagamit mo para sa isang kataga or isang word, but all of them are common terms, no? So these are all common terms. So pop, soda, coke, ito ay ginagamit sa familiar conversation, ordinary everyday conversation. So that's colloquialism. Now, weak word here, ang ibig sabihin lang naman ng weak word ay mahinang kataga, no? So we don't have any meaning for this. But solecism, on the other hand, is a grammatical mistake in speech or writing. So pag meron kang mistake, meron kang error in speech or in writing, you'd call that solecism. The term is solecism. But again, here, the correct choice would be letter C, slang. Okay, so slang is balbal. Tama yan, Sir RJ Manalo. Okay, so kanto words, balbal. Okay, so that would be slang. We move on to the next item. Among areas of study, blank is the scientific study of animal behavior. Meron na ito sa ating previous GenEd, no? Yung last weekend natin, last Saturday natin, meron tayo nito, diniscuss natin to. Isa siya sa mga choices. Is it letter A, immunology, letter B, zoology, letter C, ethology, or letter D, physiology? What's your choice? Okay, what's your choice for this item? Letter B, letter C, B, bonus. Okay, so we have some people who are saying letter C, ethology. Meron din namang letter B. Okay, so we are torn between A, or not A, B and C. Marami kayang tumpak or marami na naman kayang maligwak? Okay, so again, this has already been mentioned in your previous GenEd, no? Nung Saturday natin na GenEd, meron na ito. And of course, the terms that we are looking for here would be the scientific study of animal behavior. Animal behavior. And the correct choice here is letter C, that's ethology. Okay, so ethology is animal behavior. Animal behavior siya. Immunology, of course, this has something to do with immunity. Okay, so immune system, immunity, that's immunology. Zoology is just the study of animals in general. Okay, so study of animals in general, that's zoology. Kaya meron kang term na zoo, no? Zoo, animals. So zoology is the study of animals, and that is a general term. But your specific field of study, which is a scientific study of animal behavior, how animal would behave, and your choice here would be ethology. Ethology po ang ating tamang choice. Physiology, on the other hand, is the study of the different functions. Okay, so usually yung anatomy and physiology mo would always be together. You know? So anatomy is the study of structure, while physiology is a study of function. Okay, so meron kang structure and function of the different body parts of organisms. Okay, so again, hindi po letter B, ouch, ligwak. Our correct choice would be ethology. Okay, so letter B again is just the study of animals in general, but animal behavior is ethology. So letter C po ang ating tamang choice. We move on with the next item. Jojo is experiencing a sense of tedium that is the same as letter A, disgust, letter B, ennui, letter C, species, or letter D, urbane. What is the correct choice for number 5? Okay, what is your choice right here? Ligwak na naman, okay lang po yan. Move on ng kaagad, no? At least review pa lang po ito, hindi pa po ito yung ating final let. Again, please support Gurong Pinoy by sending us your stars. Maraming salamat to all our star senders. And of course, if you are watching us on YouTube po, pwede din po kayo mag-send ng super chat, super stickers. Maraming salamat po. Okay, letter B. Karamihang choice dito. First time ko sa live, puro ligwak. Sabi ni Facebook user, okay lang po yan. Bawi lang next time, ma'am or sir. Okay, letter A or letter B? Hati na naman tayo sa A and B, no? Maraming A, marami din namang B. So, sino kaya yung sisigaw ng awit? Okay, yung maliligwak. All right, now going back to the question that you have here, Jojo is experiencing a sense of tedium. That is the same as letter A, disgust, letter B, ennui, letter C, species, or letter D, urbane. Now, when you say sense of tedium here, this is the sense of being tedious, no? Characteristic of being tedious. Pag sinabi mong tedious, nakakapagod, no? Nakakapagod, nakakapanghina, nakakaubos ng lakas. Parang pag-ibig nyo, no? Nakakapanghina, nakakapagod na. Pero sige pa rin kayo ng sige, ayaw nyong give up sa inyong love life. Okay? So that's tedium, no? Nakakapanghina, it's very tedious. Is nakakaubos ng lakas. So that's the sense of tedium. Now we are looking for its synonym. Is that disgust? Okay? So yung disgust naman, nakakadismaya, nakakasuka, no? Kumbaga yung disgust is yucky, no? So that's yucky. Yucky ba yung tedium? No? Kulang ka sa lakas, nauubos yung lakas mo. Is this letter B, ennui? Letter C, species? Or letter D, urbane? The correct choice here, nakakapagod na siya, sabi ni Ma'am Rose Ann. Letter B, ennui is the correct choice. Okay? So letter B, ennui po ang ating tamang choice. And that would mean a feeling of listlessness and dissatisfaction arising from a lack of occupation or excitement. Yung wala kang gana, no? Naubos na yung gana mo, naubos na yung excitement mo dahil pagod ka na, no? Naubos na yung lakas mo. Okay, so that would be ennui. Parehas po sila ng tedium. Now, when you say species here, this means superficially plausible but actually wrong, no? Kapani-paniwala pero hindi tama. Parang yung isang tao, no, yung taong nasa harap mo, akala mo siya na talaga pero hindi pa pala, no? So kapani-paniwala pero hindi tama, yan yung meaning ng term na species. Now, when you say urbane, on the other hand, this means courteous and refined in manner, typically used of a man, no? So usually if someone is a gentleman, you can use the term urbane. Okay, urbane. Now, discuss, of course, alam niyo na kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng discuss, no? Nakakasuka, no? Na nakakadismaya, nakakasuka, yucky. Okay, so that's disgust. When you say that's disgusting. Okay, so again, letter B po ang ating hinahanap. Okay, letter B, ennui ang ating hinahanap. We move on with the next item. Tukuyin ang kahulugan ng tayutay o idioma, mistulang dilubyo ang pagsubok na dumating sa pamilya. Is it letter A, paglaganap ng matinding sakit? Letter B, parang malaking tagutom. Letter C, tila malakas na bagyo. Or letter D, mabigat na palaisipan. Okay, what's the correct choice for this item? What is your choice? Tukuyin ang kahulugan ng tayutay o idioma. Hinahanap natin ang kahulugan ng mistulang dilubyo. Okay? Paglaganap ng matinding sakit. Parang malaking tagutom. Letter C, tila malakas na bagyo. Or letter D, mabigat na palaisipan. Okay, when you say mistulang dilubyo, ano bang ibig sabihin ng dilubyo? Okay, nagkaroon ng dilubyo, hinarap ng pamilyang isang dilubyo. The correct choice here, of course, would be letter C. Tama yung letter C, no? Tila malakas na bagyo. That means, ang dami yung kinakaharap na pagsubok. Lalo na ngayong panahon ng pandemya, no? Ngayon medyo okay na, medyo bumalik na yung ating economy. Yung iba sa inyong nawalan ng trabaho, bumalik na ng trabaho, nakahanap ng ibang trabaho. Yung iba ay dumiskarte, naging online seller, no? Naging plantito, plantita, lahat ng mga halaman ni nanay ay binenta. Okay, meron din namang nag-online selling ng clothing, no? So, nagkaroon tayo ng iba't ibang sideline ng pandemic. Kasi kailangan nating mag-move on, kailangan nating mag-adjust, of course, no? We have to all be flexible. And of course, kaya ng Pinoy because we are all resilient, no? We are very resilient. Okay, so mistulang dilubyo, that would be tila malakas na bagyo. Letter C ang tamang choice. We go to the next item. Choose the word similar in meaning to the capitalized, esoteric documents. Is it letter A, valuable, letter B, important, letter C, cryptic, or letter D, official? What's your choice for this item? Again, please do share our video, like our video, start a watch party, tag your friends. And of course, please do support Gurong Pinoy by sending us your stars on Facebook and sending us your super chat, super stickers on YouTube. Maraming salamat po for those of you who already done so. Okay, what is your choice in this item? This item right here. Ano kaya yung tama? Alin kaya yung tama dito? Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. May ilang letter B. Meron din namang letter D. So, samut-sari ang ating choice for this item. Meron ding wala na talaga, no? Hindi na nakasagot. Number 7 na lang. Blank na yung sagot ni sir or ni ma'am. Okay, again, just a simple reminder, if you are watching us on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel, yours is the shorter version of the video. So again, if you'd want to enjoy the full-length video, magpa-member po kayo sa Team Piaget. I'm pretty sure hindi po kayo magsisisi, no? Lahat po ng quizzes, these items were answered by the members of our Team Piaget kaninang umaga. And of course, you can easily download the PowerPoint presentation if you are a member of Team Piaget. So again, please do send a message through our Facebook page, just Gurong Pinoy. Just send us a message and become a member of our Team Piaget. Okay, letter C, ang choice ng karamihan. What is the meaning of the term esoteric? The correct choice here is letter C. That's cryptic. Okay, cryptic. Pag sinabi mong esoteric, this is intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest. Parang synonym siya, no? Synonym siya ng term na jargon. It is cryptic. It is esoteric, no? So, naintindihan lamang siya ng very specific groups of people. Kunwari, yung mga lawyers mo, yung mga doktor mo, mga engineers mo, na meron silang mga terms na sila lang yung nakakaintindi dahil very specific na yung terms, very scientific na yung terms, no? It's only understandable by people in their own field. Okay, so that's cryptic, esoteric, jargon. Okay, ito yung mga synonyms niya. All right, we move on with the next item. Where is the human vocal cord located? Is it letter A, pharynx, letter B, esophagus, letter C, larynx, or letter D, resonator? Okay, ayun, meron tayong positive feedback dito kay Sir Al Rafael Alaurin Jacob. Good evening, ma'am. Salamat hope po pala sa mga free live review. Sir Al is talking about all the videos that we have on our YouTube channel. Meron din naman dyan sa ating Facebook page. No? Balikan niyo po lahat ng ating videos. Napakarami na po ng ating videos. Sabi ni Sir Al Rafael dito, karamihan po na na-review ko sa inyong channel nasa exam noong September 26. Salamat po. Maraming salamat din, Sir Al Rafael, for leaving your comment, your positive feedback here. Again, all the items that we are discussing are coming from the actual LET items, no? And alam natin na ito talaga yung mga lumalabas sa LET. Kaya yung mga nagre-review sa atin, hindi na masyadong nahihirapan once they take the LET, no? Kasi nakikita na nila yung mga items na to, familiar na sila sa mga items, and so what they do, they don't think anymore. They simply choose the correct answer, no? The answer, the correct choice. So once again, these items that we have here right now, itong dinidiscuss natin, ganun din yung Prof Ed natin bukas, ay lumabas po sa September 2019. No? So kakasabi lamang kanina ni Sir, noong September 26 of this year, halos lahat ng mga na-review niya sa ating YouTube channel ng videos natin doon, sa Gurong Pinoy na Facebook page, ay mga lumabas po sa ating LET. So again, wag na po kayo maghanap ng ibang review center, ng ibang review material, ng libro, no? Minsan mali-mali pa po yung sagot. Dito po ay dinidiscuss talaga natin, hinihimay-himay, at sigurado kayong tama. Okay, so do not go anywhere else. Support Gurong Pinoy, and of course, join Team Piaget. Okay, so join na po kayo sa Gurong Pinoy, Team Piaget. All right, so again, in your item here, where is the human vocal cord located? The correct choice would be letter C, larynx. Okay, so larynx po ang ating hinahanap. When you say pharynx here, pharynx would be the throat, no? So lalamunan mo, the scientific term would be pharynx. Esophagus, you all know what esophagus is. This is the tube that would connect the mouth to the stomach. Resonator naman, these are the different parts of your body, different parts usually of the upper, your face, dito sa face mo, that would make sounds, no? So kasama dito yung mga pharynx mo, larynx, your nose, okay? So the tongue, these are all resonators, okay? So letter C, larynx, ang ating tamang choice. Okay, so again, this is your larynx, your voice box, no? That's your larynx right there. Ang esophagus mo, again, that would connect the mouth to your stomach. Now, this right here is, this one is the trachea or the windpipe. Yung trachea mo or windpipe, this is the common passageway of air and food, no? So, tinatakpan siya dito ng meron kang tiny flap of cartilage here, which you would call your epiglottis. Epiglottis. So, pag kumakain tayo, yung epiglottis mo would cover the trachea para hindi pumunta yung pagkain mo sa lungs, okay? Because your trachea is the common passageway of air and food. Kaya tama yung sinasabi ng nanay mo na do not talk while your mouth is full, kasi pag nagsasalita ka, mag-o-open yung epiglottis mo, no? Mag-o-open yung trachea. And so what happens is that nalilito, no, na pupunta yung food mo sa inyong, minsan pumupunta sa ilong, no? So dapat wag salita ng salita, wag chismis ng chismis habang kumakain. But of course, the correct choice that we have was letter C, larynx, in that item. All right, we go to the next item. Ang kayarian ng salitang nasa malaking titik sa hindi tayo dapat magtaingang kawali sa mga bilin ng ating magulang ay, is it letter A, inuulit, letter B, tambalang ganap, letter C, tambalang di ganap, or letter D, may lapit? Nice to see you again. Si Sir yata naka-take na din ng LET. Nice to see you again, Ma'am Mek. God bless Gurong Pinoy. Maraming salamat po. God bless din po, Sir Dustin. Okay, what is your choice for the current item that we have? Okay, what's your choice? Current item. Ano po ang ating tamang choice for this item? Okay. Alright, so again, ang kayarian ng salitang nasa malalaking titik sa hindi tayo dapat magtaingang kawali sa mga bilin ng ating magulang ay, is it letter A, inuulit, letter B, tambalang ganap, letter C, tambalang di ganap, or letter D, may lapit? The correct choice here, of course, would be tambalang ganap. Okay, so isa siyang tambalan at isa siyang tambalang ganap. When you say inuulit, of course, inuulit lamang, no? For example, kasama, no? So, inuulit siya. May lapi naman ay meron siyang panlapi, no? Pwedeng unlapi, gitlapi, or hulapi. Now, there are only two types of tambalan. Pwedeng ganap, pwede din namang di ganap. When you say tambalan, again, binubuo ng dalawang salita na magkaiba ang kahulugan. Ang di ganap na tambalan or matambalan, nananatili ang kahulugan ng mga salitang pinagsama. So, kunwari, ang halimbawa mo ay balik, bayan. Okay? So, tambalan din siya, pero hindi siya ganap dahil ang kahulugan ng balik at ng bayan ay nandyan pa rin, no? Alay kapwa. Okay, so inaalay mo sa kapwa. Ibig sabihin, alay kapwa. Dalagang bukid, no? Bahay kalapate. Okay, so again, ito yung mga halimbawa ng matambalan or tambalang di ganap dahil nananatili ang kahulugan ng mga salitang pinagsama. Pero pag sinabi mong tambalang ganap, nawawala ang kahulugan ng dalawang salitang pinagsama at ang kakaroon ng bagong kahulugan. So halimbawa, kapit-bahay, bahaghari, hampas lupa, at dalagang bukid. Dalagang bukid kasi maaari siyang di ganap, maaari din siyang ganap. Okay, so ang dalagang bukid dito, ang ibig sabihin ay isang dalagang nakatira sa bukid. Ito naman ay isang ibon. Okay? So, dalagang bukid. Now, here you have magtaingang kawali. No? So, magtainga, tenga, at kawali. Nawawala yung kahulugan ng dalawang pinagsamang salita dahil ang ibig sabihin ng magtaingang kawali ay magbingi-bingihan. Okay? So, iba yung kahulugan niya sa kahulugan ng tenga at ng kawali. Okay, so tambalang ganap ang ating choice. Alright, we go to the next item. Sa antas ng wika, ano ang ginamit sa pangungusap na darating na ang ermat ko, buhat sa Tokyo? Letter A, formal. Letter B, kolokyal. Letter C, balbal. Or letter D, lalawigan. Or lalawiganin, no? Lalawiganin siya dapat. Okay, what's your choice for this item? Number 10 na tayo. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice? Correct choice for this item right here? Please put that in your chat box. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice in this item? This item right here. Letter C, karamiang choice. And of course, that is correct, no? So, ermat, in-explain na natin to kanina, no? Yung slang mo or yung balbal, okay? So, mas mababa siya, pinakamababang antas ng wika, no? So, mas mataas yung antas ng kolokyal. Yung kolokyal is yung mga katagang ginagamit natin in everyday conversation, sa usual na conversation. Hindi din naman siya formal, pero hindi siya kasing baba ng balbal, no? Lalawiganin, ito yung mga salitang ginagamit particular sa isang lalawigan. And of course, formal, ito yung ginagamit sa paaralan at sa pamahalaan. Okay, we move on. Next item. Aling salita ang hindi katulad ng kahulugan sa pangkat ng sumusunod na salita? Letter A, gahaman. Letter B, makasarili. Letter C, matakaw. Or letter D, mapagbigay. Again, hinahanap natin ang hindi katulad ng kahulugan. Okay, so hindi katulad, that means hindi siya synonym ng tatlong ibang salita. Okay, napakadali lamang ng ating item na to, no? This is already number 11. Letter D. I see letter D is in your answer. Okay, so gahaman, makasarili, matakaw, of course, they all mean the same thing. Okay, ibig sabihin nito ay politiko. Okay, joke lamang po. Gahaman, makasarili, matakaw. And of course, yung naiiba ay mapagbigay. Letter D ang ating choice. Okay, so letter D is correct. We go to the next item, math. The sum of 3 consecutive integers is 123. What are the integers? Is it letter A, 39, 40, 41, letter B, 42, 44, 46, letter C, 41, 43, 45, or letter D, 40, 41, 42? Okay, what's the correct choice for 12? This is math. Okay, 12D, sabi ni Ma'am Donna Montalvo. Okay, letter D kaya yung ating tamang choice. Alright, so sabi dito, sum of 3 consecutive integers. Again, meron na tayong halos katulad nito na last GenEd natin. Pag sinabi mong consecutive, magkakasunod-sunod, no? So that means ang B mo ay X na. Hindi na ito yung inyong tamang choice, no? So ang B mo, X na ito, 42, 44, 46. Ang letter C mo, X na din. Kasi hindi naman sila magkakasunod. Meron silang pagitan na isang numero, no? So you can already eliminate B and C. You're only left with A and D. Now, sabi dito, consecutive integer sa last Saturday natin na example, consecutive odd, consecutive, pag sinabing consecutive odd or consecutive even integers, it should be plus 2, no? So may plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 ka dapat. But here, consecutive lang sila. Hindi odd, hindi even. And so plus 1 yung ating gagamitin, no? Sa tatlo yung ating integer, the first one would be represented by the term or variable x. The second integer would be represented by x plus 1. And the third would be represented by x plus 2. Okay, so again, magkakasunod sila. So ginamit lang natin yung plus 1 and plus 2. Pag sinabing consecutive odd integers or consecutive even integers, imbes na plus 1, gagamit po kayo ng plus 2 and then plus 4 plus 6 and so on. Okay, so here x plus 1 plus x plus 2. At sabi sa ating question, the sum is 123. Okay, now we combine like terms, lahat ng x mo ay pagsasamahin mo, no? So you have 1, 2, 3, 3x plus 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so that would be 3x plus 3, giving you 123. Now, hihiwalay natin si x, no? Dahil nga, sabi natin, yan yung ginagawa sa mga x, iniiwan, no? Nilalagay sa isang sulok. So, we'll have to isolate x here, and we will move your number plus 3, no? Yung term mo na plus 3, ililipat natin siya sa kabilang side ng inyong equation. So when that happens, the sign here would change to negative, no? Because what you essentially do is you subtract 3 at both sides of your equation. Okay, so what happens is that you'll have 3x equals 123 minus 3. Okay, so simplifying this, 3x equals 120. Okay, so yan na po yung ating equation ngayon. Now, to isolate or to get the value of x, you'll have x equals 120 divided by 3. Okay, so what you do here is you divide both sides of your equation by 3 para makancel mo yung 3 dito, no? And you'd be able to isolate x. Okay, so when you divide this by 3, you can cancel the numerator of 3. And of course, at the other side, you'll have 120 by 3. Or divide by 3. Now, 120 divided by 3, of course, that would give you a value of 40. Okay, so that means ang value ng x mo ay 40. So the first integer would be 40, the second integer would be 41, the last would be 42. So letter D ang ating tamang choice. Okay, so letter D po ang ating choice for this item. Okay. Now, again, sa Team Piaget, of course, you are the only ones watching right now. No, wala na yung Facebook natin, Facebook and yung YouTube. This all can be easily downloaded later. Na ipopost po ito later as a PDF file. So, again, once you go to Team Piaget later, no, hanapin niyo po yung file. Nandyan po sa under ng About, Home, etc. Swipe to the left. No? Nandun po sa pinakadulo yung file. And of course, you can download this. Make sure that you have a PDF reader o yung usual na ginagamit ng inyong mga kaklase ay WPS na app. Okay, so letter D po ang ating choice dito. Next one. A girl travels 20 miles on her bicycle. The trip takes 2 hours. How fast did she travel? Is it letter A, 4 mph or miles per hour? Letter B, 15 miles per hour. Letter C, 10 miles per hour. Or letter D, 40 miles per hour. What is the correct choice? Sinong sir ang mabait? May sinasabi dito. Si Sir Erickson. Okay, what's your choice for this item right here? Letter C. I see a lot of letter C's sa ating answer. Letter C kaya ang ating tamang choice? Ano kaya yung tamang choice in this item? Letter C. This item 14, a girl travels 20 miles on her bicycle. The trip takes 2 hours. How fast did she travel? We are looking for the girl's speed. Okay, so the correct choice here is letter C. Tama yung letter C. That's 10 miles per hour, 10 mph. Now, going back to the different formula that you have here, now you have distance, speed, and time. If you'd want to remember this, you can remember this with the mnemonic, don't sit here, okay? Or don't sit there, sorry. Don't sit there, okay? So distance, speed, and time. Now, looking at this, if you are looking for speed, that's what we are looking for in this item here, you simply cover speed, no? Pag tinago mo yung speed dito, you can see the formula as distance divided by time, no? Naiiwan lamang yung distance and time mo. There is the process of division there, no? So of the operation of division. So speed is distance divided by time. If you are looking for time, you simply cover time right here, and you can see that its formula is distance divided by speed. Now, if you are looking for distance, cover distance, and you see the formula as speed times time, okay? But in this item, we are looking for speed. So covering speed here, you see the formula of distance divided by time. The distance is 20 miles. You divide that by the time of 2 hours, 20 divided by 2. That would give you the answer of 10 miles per hour, okay? Kaya 10 mph po ang ating tamang choice, okay? So letter C ay tama. We go to this item right here, this still math. Factorize 2x squared plus x minus 15. What is your choice in this item? Which one do you think is the correct choice for this item right here? What do you think is the correct choice for this item? Pakilagay po sa ating chat box. What is the correct choice? Okay, letter C. Karamihang choice nyo ay letter C. And letter C here is correct. Okay, makinig kung hindi nyo alam kung bakit letter C ang ating choice dito, no? Yung equation na binigay sa atin is 2x squared plus x minus 15. If you will be using letter C, you have the two different factors here. You can use the FOIL method. Now, anong ibig sabihin ng FOIL method? FOIL means you need to multiply the first terms first. So first term would be 2x and x. Then next, you multiply the outer terms. Okay, so outer terms here would be 2x and positive 3. Then the inner terms here would be negative 5, okay, and x. And the last terms, that's for letter L. Last terms would be negative 5 and positive 3. Okay, so if you are going to do those operations, again, first term, 2x and x, multiplying that, you'll have 2x squared. Okay, so 2x squared. Outer terms, 2x multiplied by positive 3, that would give you positive 6x. Now, inner terms, negative 5 multiplied by x, that would give you a product of negative 5x. Then, last terms right here, that will be negative 5 multiplied by positive 3, giving us negative 15. Okay? Now, we combine like terms. The only terms that we can combine here would be your positive 6x minus 5x. So, if you have positive 6 minus 5, that would only give you 1x or simply x. No? Kaya yung answer mo would be 2x squared plus x minus 15, katulad siya sa inyong problem right here. And so we know that letter C ang tamang choice. Aba, Ma'am Ralin, nabulag ako sa sign mo. Sa sign number? Sign number ba or sign mo? Okay, so the correct choice here would be letter C. Letter C po ang tama. Now next, what is a molecule that allows plants to capture energy from sunlight? Is it letter A, chlorophyll, letter B, carbohydrates, letter C, ATP, or letter D, oxygen? Okay, what's the correct choice for this item? Letter A, karamihang choice ay letter A. And of course, letter A here is correct. Okay, so energy capturing na substance no or molecule, that's the chlorophyll. This of course can only be found in plant cells, and this is found in the chloroplast of your plant cells. So yung chlorophyll, ito yung ginagamit nila sa process na photosynthesis no when plants make their own food. Okay, so this is the molecule that allows plants to capture energy from sunlight. Hindi po carbohydrates, hindi din oxygen. When you say ATP, on the other hand, this is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so adenosine triphosphate, and this is the energy currency in the cell. Now, this is the energy produced in the mitochondria of your cell through the process which we call cellular respiration. Okay, so remember, you call the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell. Okay, so sa mitochondria mo, dyan po nangyayari yung cellular respiration. That's the process. And the product of cellular respiration is adenosine triphosphate or ATP. That is the energy currency of the cell. Yan yung form ng energy sa ating cells. Okay, so the correct choice is chlorophyll, letter A. Next one, in regulating science, what is the initial way taken when qualified scientists evaluate the work of other scientists? Is this letter A, peer review, letter B, collegial studies, letter C, journal publication, or letter D, competitive inquiry? What's your choice for this item that we have? This item right here, ano po ang tamang choice? Okay, which one is the correct choice for this item? Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the correct choice for this item that we have here? Okay, letter A, karamihang choice, and of course that is correct. Okay, you use the terms peer review. When other scientists would review, would check the work of other scientists. So peer review is the correct choice. Next one, what was the vision of the Kalayaan, the newspaper of your Katipunan? Is it letter A, spiritual rights, letter B, civic rights, letter C, colonial rights, or letter D, human rights? Okay, what's the answer for the item that we have? Yung mga social science major, dapat alam na alam nyo to, no? What do you think is the correct choice? Correct choice right here. Okay, may D, may C, may A, may B. Ano kaya yung tama? Okay, now going back to the question, what was the vision of the Kalayaan, the newspaper of the Katipunan? The correct choice is letter B, civic rights po. Now, when you say civic rights, ito yung mga rights mo in the society para hindi ka inaalipusta, no? Hindi nire-reject yung inyong rights no as a member of the society. So civic rights is what we are looking for, hindi po human rights, hindi po spiritual rights, and of course hindi din colonial rights. Okay, so civic rights would be the correct choice. Okay, so civic rights po ang ating tamang choice for this item. We go to item number 19. Who was the Governor General who established the tobacco monopoly? Is it letter A, Jose Basco, letter B, Francisco Rizzo, or letter C, Basilio Agustin, or is it letter D, Rafael Izquierdo? Ligwak ganern, awit, go lang po, okay lang yan. At least alam nyo na pag nasa actualet na. Okay, what's the correct choice for the item that we have here? We're almost done. Okay, I see a lot of letter A's. Okay, karamihang choice nyo ay letter A. And of course, the correct choice here is Jose Basco. Letter A is tama. Okay, the Governor General who established the tobacco monopoly is Jose Basco. So again, sabi ni Facebook user, nasa September 2019 po ito na question, ma'am. Yes, lahat po ng items natin na dinidiscuss since last week pa, no, kahit yung Prof Ed po, ay galing sa 2019 September na let. Okay, so letter A, Jose Basco is the correct choice. What about the rest of the items that we have here? Basilio Agustin, siya naman po ay sinubukan niyang makalikha ng asambleyang sanggunian na binubuo ng mga ilustradong Pilipinong matapat sa Espanya at isang puwersang milisya na binubuo rin ng mga Pilipino bilang paunang paghahanda sa pagkakaroon ng autonomiya sa Pilipinas. Pero hindi na satisfied kasi yung mga Filipinos during that time. So karamihan ng mga miyembro ng kanyang asembleya, no, naging mga tagapaglagda sa konstitusyon ng Malolos. Okay, so that's Basilio Agustin. Si Francisco Rizzo, ang pangalawa sa huli. Ang panghuli bilang si Diego de los Rios. Okay, pangalawa sa huli siyang Governor General ng Spanish Governor General. Ang panghuli bilang si Diego de los Rios. Lumabas din sa item na to, no, yung 2019, lumabas din ito, sino ang pangalawa sa huli, second to the last Spanish Governor General in the Philippines, and that would be Francisco Rizzo. Okay, panghuli ay si Diego de los Rios. Si Rafael Izquierdo naman ay kilala sa tawag na Iron Fist, no? Isa siya sa mga pinakamalulupit na governor generals na meron tayo. So again, these are some of the governor generals, the Spanish governor generals in the Philippines. Okay, so again, yung tamang choice is letter A, that's Jose Basco. Again, you will be able to download this later. No, I will be posting this as a PDF later. So, i-download nyo po yung ating mga explanation. Okay, now we go to number 19. Among flags, banners, and symbols provided for by the flag law passed by the Philippine Commission of the American Colonial Period in the Philippines, which was prohibited from display under the law? Is it letter A, school banners, letter B, American flag, letter C, Philippine flag, or letter D, religious symbols? Okay, which one is the correct choice? Prohibited to be displayed by the flag law. Ano kaya yung tamang choice? Tamang choice dito? What do you think is the correct choice for this item? Okay, letter D. I see a lot of letter D. It's religious symbols. Now remember, this is already in the time of, during the time of the Americans, no? So Amerikano na po ito. American colonial period in the Philippines na po. Among flags, banners, and symbols provided for by the flag law passed by the Philippine Commission of the American colonial period in the Philippines, which was prohibited from display under the law. And the correct choice here is letter C, the Philippine flag. Okay, so the Philippine flag po, yung hindi pinayagang i-display, no, ito yung sabi dito. On September 6, 1907, the Philippine Commission, composed of American politicians, outlawed the use and display of the Philippine flag. They passed Act number 1696, series of 1907, also known as an act to prohibit the display of flags, banners, emblems, or devices used in the Philippine Islands for the purpose of rebellion or insurrection against the authority of the United States. The law also prohibited the display of katipunan flags, banners, emblems, or devices. Para kasi sa kanila ay rebellion, no? Kasi we were still under the American law, the American regime. And so, bawal na ilagay yung Philippine flag. Okay? So, lumabas din ito sa 2019 na LEP. September 2019. Okay, so if you see this again, this item again in your LEP, remember the Philippine flag is the correct choice. Okay, now last one. What is a dramatized version of the Passion that became popular in many places, such as Aklan? Is it letter A, Moro Moro, letter B, Duplo, letter C, Cenaculo, or letter D, Passion de Amor? Okay, which one is the correct choice? This is the last item tonight. Again, tomorrow we are going to be posting your items for Prof Ed. And of course, please do answer your quizzes and watch our live stream discussion at 7 p.m. That's Philippine time. Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. And of course, letter C here is the correct choice. Okay, that's sinaculo. This one right here is sinaculo, the dramatized version of the Passion. Okay, so sinaculo po ang ating tamang choice. And that ends tonight's discussion. Okay, and of course, please wait for the PowerPoint presentation, which is going to be posted as a PDF. And of course, you can easily download that later. No? So bukas po ay meron kayong quizzes for professional education. Please do not stop learning. And of course, please do not give up on your dreams. This has been Coach Mek of Gurong Pinoy. And of course, I leave you the saying, maliit man na butil na mga kaalaman, ang dulo nito ay malaking kaginawaan.